Hey, you know the vibes. So today I'm gonna do the Moon in Aries. This is gonna kick off the Moon sign series. So this is actually my natal moon as well. So I'm a 20 degrees Moon Aries, and the sun is the the actions. The sun is what people see from you. The sun is also how you express yourself, the things that you carry out. The moon is the motivations behind what you carry out. The moon is how you, the situations that you draw in, the people and places that you draw in, the places you get familiar with. Aries is cardinal fire. Um, Moon Aries people can be they're definitely self starters. They might not always be finishers, but they're definitely self starters. And a Sun Aries might have the capabilities of being athletic and being physical, but the moon in Aries generates so much energy that they need outlets for that energy. So whether it be something physical like sports or working out or performing or writing or making music or creativity, they need something to have the energy come out, because if not, it's cardinal fire, it's cardinal Mars energy, so it's going forward. Um, these people can be very goal oriented. They have a hard time sticking to the goals. Me myself, I have a hard time doing that as well. But for um, the Moon and Aries people, they also uh, take things personal, because it's like it's them trying to basically like them trying to find themselves in every situation. So to other people, it might come off as them being selfish or Moon Aries being selfish, and that's not really the case. It's more so like they're trying to find a place in the situation. They're trying to find where they belong in the situation. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, because Mars energy is soldier energy. It's fire. It's cardinal fire, and Aries likes to be useful. The Moon Aries kind of needs to be useful, because if not, they feel like they kind of just wasting their time, wasting away because of all the energy that they possess. So it's not so much as like if you're dealing with a Moon Aries and they come off as them being selfish, it's not that they being selfish. It's just like in reality, they're really trying to figure out like where they belong in this whole thing. Like where everybody, like everything in the universe is huge. It's a lot of energy going on, and wanting to know where you fit in is not necessarily a bad thing. But this is what makes them cardinal. This is what makes them create their own things and create their own situations. Because if you think about cardinal fire, it's like electricity. It's like the spark of electricity. So when you don't use the cardinal fire, and when you don't use that electricity, your lines can get corroded. All that adrenaline, all that energy, it can get backed up, and it can stop you up, and all that other stuff. It can stop you up. It can make you kind of like, almost kind of like lethargic in a sense, but not like, well, it can play out being lethargic physically, but it can make you stagnated and lethargic mentally, and that's not good for, especially the Moon and Aries. That's not good to have no type of forward movement, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, just forward movement in general. But when you think about other people, sometimes other people want to move forward on their own time. So this is what caused the Moon and Aries to need to sometimes move by themselves. It's not because of the selfishness of it. It's more so like they want to push out their energy, and you can't always push out your energy on other people. Sometimes you have to push your energy out Because the moon and Aries, if they have nothing to do or they are reckless and restless, they can start to do stupid stuff. They can like be reckless for the sake of reckless. Because fire is not just destruction; it's also creativity. It's also life and light. So, the moon Aries, especially, like I said, I'm a moon Aries too, and I'm kind of discovering that I need to be able to push my energy out in positive ways, not negative ways. I need outlets, or else I become reckless and like kind of dumb for no reason. Um, so like I said, it's good for them to have that outlet, and then also too, having that moon Aries, you draw in people and situations that cause for aggression, or on the lower form it could be aggression, but on the higher form it could be ambitious people or goal oriented people or people that like to get from point A to point B, and basically individuals. Like, I notice that I attract a lot of people who are very goal oriented and individualistic into my life. Um, the moon Aries doesn't do the best in the moon because it's a cardinal yang sign. It does better in the sun, but if you can work with it, because the moon is not necessarily, it was cool about it is the moon is not it's what makes you comfortable. So the actions that make you comfortable, not everybody needs to see that, not everybody needs to know about that. So with having that moon Aries, just remember that you can be yourself, and it's, it's you a moon in Aries will be comfortable with people not necessarily knowing about it. A moon in Aries would be comfortable with that as long as they have their own personal things going on. So you not if you got your own personal things going on, you're not really gonna be too concerned about uh, how you fit in somebody else's life because you got your own life going on. And when you balance out that moon energy, you will be calmer around people, and when you calmer around people, people will be more drawn to you because you push that aggression out in some way, shape, or form. But just in the moon, just remember that to try not to take everything personal. Instead of trying to take everything personal, have your own things that you want to do, and then when you get around people, it's not gonna come off that bad because you're already gonna have that energy balanced out within yourself. And try not to be reckless either, because um, that'll destroy your own momentum. Because you can take that energy and put it in a positive note, or put it in a building note, or in a creative note, and it'll come off as more relatable to other people, and people will want to be around you more because instead of you destroying everything, you're trying to give life to it and give light to it. So that's really all I got for the moon and Aries. Uh, and then also too, you might draw those types of people into your life that are ambitious. Try to stay away from the more reckless types, and try to like have that energy help you build, because it's like having like a boost, having like a Kaioken. Like, so just try to use it wisely, use the energy wisely, know when to fire and know when not to fire. And then too, Mars and the moon. Mars is hot and the moon is kind of like cool. So remember, your Mars is not in your sun, your Mars is in your moon. So it it looks better when you have a cooler head. And like I said, to burn that Mars energy off, everybody doesn't necessarily have to know what you're doing or what you got going on. People are gonna see it through your actions. So you don't really have to. Whereas a sun Aries might automatically be out there like that. A moon Aries, you don't necessarily have to do that all the time. So you don't have to use your power all the time to get from point A to point B. You can utilize the ideas, because even though just for as physical as Mars is, Aries has a lot of ideas too. A lot of ideas, that you can use those ideas to manifest what you want down here. So you can like cipher, not cipher, but like cycle through different ideas that you have and try them out. And then once you try them out, see what work, what don't work, and then you could almost kind of like manifest all the positives without the negatives. But if you just know, once you balance your energy out, be it physical, be it getting it out, then you could move from point A to point B, and you can use that Aryan speed to your advantage, not your disadvantage. But that was the take on Moon and Aries. You know the vibes. Everybody have a good day.